all you gorgeous Scorpios, and welcome to your bonus reading for August 2025 under the umbrella of the full moon. And I'm doing this bonus reading on the 8th of the 8th, the Lion's Gate, and it'll be coming out to you tomorrow on the full moon. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Lovely to see you. My name is Linda, and I live in Australia. I live on the Sunshine Coast, so I'm very, very blessed. And I love to hear where you're from in the comments if you decide to take the time to give us some feedback on your reading today. So, Scorpio, we always start off, as you know, with every message that we put out with one card from our beautiful angels, gods, and goddesses deck. It's a beautiful deck, and we read the message at the end after we've done the actual reading. And we don't look at it, we just at the bottom here. They all stick together. There's a thick deck, and we have a look at that. We have a look at the message at the end, and it's always a beautiful message. And so we're going to ask Spirit to please give us the overall energy of the rest of August for our beautiful Scorpios, running into September, of course. And so this is for the next few weeks. However, sometimes Spirit does give us long-term information, and that's their choice, isn't it? So this is for our beautiful Scorpios for the next few weeks, the rest of August 2025. We've been given two. We've been given three, actually. And so we've got those three. And if there's anything, we usually get four or five. So I'll just choose the other two. Okay, I'm being asked to take the top. We've got a victory, and we've got the four. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Well, we've got a combination. We've got some air, we've got some earth, we've got some water, so we've got some fire. So there you go. We've got swords, we have pentacles, we have our emotions, cups, and we have wands. So what a combination. Now, the main energy for the next few weeks is our intuition, Scorpio. So follow your intuition, and this is very important. That this is the Knight of Cups. And in the original tarot, which we also use for today's messages, the Knight of Cups, I think, is the one that's sort of the most hesitant. We have the Knight of Swords as well. So we have quite a bit of movement going on here. The overall energy, however, is very much to stay in touch with our emotion and to have our intuition, rather, and to have faith in that we know will eventually take place. What Spirit is saying here is there is movement on the way. We may feel stuck at the moment. We may feel as though nothing's happening, and it's getting us into a bit of an emotional turmoil. But Spirit is saying that really isn't the case. It's a matter of timing. It really is just a matter of time. And look, we have the Six of Fire here, the Six of Wands next to this, and the Six of Wands is the victory card. So over the next few weeks, if plans don't go the way that you'd hope, I feel that for many of us, it's a case the plans haven't been going the way that we'd want. It's stagnation, like one step forward, two steps back. We get our hopes up, but then it doesn't. We think something's going to happen, but it doesn't. This could be, you're looking for a job, looking to sell something, looking to buy something, looking to find something that you want to buy. It could be many things to all of you Scorpios out there. But the overall message, the reason Spirit has brought this up today, is your overall energy is the emotions that you're going through at the moment. Being a water sign, we are very sensitive. We're very emotional. We can sometimes our emotions can get a little bit too much because we are Scorpios after all. But I'm a Scorpio, so I understand what Spirit means here. And so we have to not allow ourselves to overthink things and over emotionally overplay the situation. Just go with the flow. Look, we have got this full moon. We've got Mercury retrograde turning on the 11th. Today's the 8th. This Lionsgate. So I personally, and I'm sure you too, 'cause Scorpio is extremely psychic, can feel that the change, and I do feel an optimism. And so this is about you staying in that energy of optimism. If you feel it, then allow yourself to feel it. We've got the Knight of Swords. Again, we've got another night. Events that could happen. Things could start to happen very quickly. Things could move a lot faster than we think. Things could change very fast here over the next couple of weeks. And then we've got this overall energy of, making sure that we don't allow ourselves to get too flustered by it all. We also need to make sure that, the next few weeks we carefully review our options, because there is a big decision. Um, there is a big decision to take place here. There's very much there's a bit of finance, but there's also we've got our pentacles. But we've also got two lots of swords. So this is our thoughts, thinking things through, and not being afraid to make decisions as well. We may need to take time to carefully review our options and just step back rather than rush in. So we don't want to rush. We want to just go with the flow. I feel I need to say go with the flow and take our time. It's imperative, Spirit is saying it's imperative that we don't get rushed. Don't allow others to rush you. Don't allow others to pressure you. Sometimes you can get somebody who's very, very impressive. They really are real good salespeople. These salesmen, they know what to say, they know what and they can make you feel, oh, I've got to act. And Spirit say, no, this is not the time to do that. This is the time for you to have the strength and the power to say, look, I'm just going to think about it. Time to think things through. Our Spirit is saying this is a time to think things through. What is it you really want? Now is the time to make that decision. So I feel that over the next few weeks, things are definitely going to move, that things are definitely going to start to move in your direction, because we do have the victory. But there is still a situation, regardless of what this is, Scorpio, you'll know what it is. This is not a time to rush into it. Once it happens, then you have to say, oh, okay, it's happened. So now I've got to make some decisions and take time out to do that. Because we do have the Five of Pentacles, and the Rider-Waite Tarot, you've got the people there. They're both looking very very poor. Excuse me. And they're sort of focusing on the lack of, and they're not seeing the Five Pentacles up there at the back of their card. Excuse me, Scorpio. And so this is a time now where we could be worrying a little bit too much, thinking that we're not going to be able to financially do what we want to do, or we're a little bit concerned about our finances around this decision. It's a big decision. It is. And so we need to maybe look into things in a different light and realize that some of you, there is help there. There's help there if you need it. If you need to go and talk to somebody, or find out about your finances, or find out if you've got enough money to buy this property or buy this new car, or you might be leasing a house and you need the bond money. You're a bit short, and maybe mum and dad might help you out. This is about getting get some professional, beg your pardon, some professional advice on your finances over the next few weeks. You might need to talk to somebody, or also realize that there are people around you who are quite happy to to give you advice on this decision that you're about to make. This could be very much to do with your career. So you may be a little bit uncertain whether or not to take a position that's being offered to you. You may not, you might not be too sure whether or not there's going to be enough finances there, or whether they're going to pay you. The reason I'm hesitating here, this is I'm picking up on your energy. I'm picking up on this energy that's going on around you over the next few weeks, Scorpio, because I am an energy worker. And so I'm feeling this very, I'm having trouble expressing here, which doesn't normally happen when I do my readings. And this is your energy. I feel you're going to have trouble maybe over the next few weeks expressing how you feel about something, or not sure which way you're going to be questioning a lot of things this few weeks. And please don't worry that that is going to be the situation. Don't worry about that, because my guide is now saying, yes, that's correct. But it's bringing me back to this card here. This is the victory card. So whatever's going on around you that's throwing you off a little bit, because Scorpios, we don't usually get thrown off. We're pretty strong. We know what we want. We're very powerful when it comes to our intuition, our psychic abilities. We follow our gut instincts. We're very aware, and we see through things. We see through things like nobody else. They call us the detectives. Well, that's the way we are. But there's these things that are going on around us at the moment. And as I said, I'm a Scorpio, so I can understand what's happening here. We could be thrown off a bit. I think we're going to be just thrown off our perch for a while. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not really quite sure here. It's sort of, it might be like somebody throws a spoke in the wheel, so to speak, and so things are sort of put us in a bit of an awkward spot. And so go with the flow. The Spirit said this earlier. Just go with the flow, and because we've got the Knight of Swords and we've got the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. We've got movement here that's very conflicting. Things going too fast. It's causing too much emotion, and so this is what's really happening. And it's like, oh, and then there's this fear about the financial situation. So we have victory, we have good news, and we have public recognition or rewards is also the message on this card. But this is very much about coming out on top. Finally, at the end of the month, things, or even into September, the first 10 days of September, things are sort of settling down, and you come out on top. So, but we still have then we have the Four of Swords, which of course then is, whew, wow, we got through that. Now I need some time out. I need to just take some time out, get my head back in the right place, focus, and have a bit of a break. So I feel there's a lot going on. And then at the beginning of September, or the first 7 or 10 days of September, you might actually have a bit of time out somewhere, or just chill out, because all of this is then over and done with, and you can move forward. So a bit of a next couple of weeks, I just feel everything's going to start moving very fast around us. I've been feeling this myself for a while in the situation that we are in, and so sometimes things can happen too fast for a Scorpio, because we are very methodical. We're very logical. We go at a really usually a very steady, focused pace. We don't like to be rushed. I know I don't. We don't like to be rushed into something. We like to make our own decisions. And so this is where we could be thrown out a little bit. So don't worry, it's going to be okay. Yes, yeah, okay. So we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this does make sense about how we're going to be. Okay. Gee whiz, we've got some double ups here. This is really interesting. Okay, yeah. So this is all about now, so many choices, so many things going on at once, that there's just too much going on at once. It's getting yeah, and this here's the five of here it is, the Five of Pentacles. It's a double up. And so this is where we've definitely got some things going on this the next couple of weeks, Scorpio. And we've got the Knight of Wands. So we've got three knights here, lots of things moving, lots of things. And this is about moving forward now. This has actually got a lot to do with the six of the Six of Wands, which is victory, being victorious. I just feel that there's lots and lots going to be happening. We're going to have to, stay steady on our feet, not allow what's going to happen to throw us off too much, because we have a wonderful outcome here. It's still going to be a very busy few weeks. It's going to be a lot going on. There's lots to think about. There's just, lots and lots of, and yet, we've got this Wheel of Fortune. And then we've got, this is wonderful. And then the outcome, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, then things just moving forward in a brilliant way. And then we've got the Ace of Wands, which is opportunity now to be able to really move on, move forward, whether this is career, family, whatever, moving forward to a new hub. And then we've got the happy outcome. So this is success and victory around our finances as well. So I'm excited about this reading, but I'm going to get ready now over the next couple of weeks. I'm glad we've had this reading, because this is preparation to when all of this starts to unfold, which it will. We know not to, it's going to help us, because we're going to remember this, not to get, not to get too upset about things, or know that if we just stay calm, we go with the flow. Excuse me, don't let anybody rush us. Take our time. This is a big decision around us here. We'll be okay. Look on the bottom of the deck. This is my private oracle deck. We have this walking away. This is you now. This is us now being able to be free from all, released from all the stress and strife that's we may be going through. You're being encouraged now to take this leap of faith, to take that leap of faith. You can do this. You go for it. For some of us, there is also a new love on the horizon. There's somebody new could be coming into your life. This is also the Knight of Cups. So for some of you, you could be meeting a water sign in your love life, and there could be something very, very special. You might be thinking, oh, should I, shouldn't I? And they're saying, yes, you should. You should take that leap of faith. If you meet somebody you really, really like, Scorpio, and they ask you out for coffee or something, then you go for it. You go for coffee. It can't hurt. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't have a cold, anyone. Because sometimes, you get things in your throat. We are being told to take our time, especially around our finances and when it comes to moving on. And again, this is what Spirit was just talking to us about. So this is now a time for us to take our time and not to rush in on something. All right. And also take your time with this relationship. Take the leap of faith, but don't be scared. Just take your time. Some of you may also be booking a cruise or travel this week. It's for the next few weeks. This could also be around travel, this whole story about, being rushed into, don't be rushed into booking something that you're not really sure about with the travel agent. Make sure you look into it, find out all the details on the country you might be thinking of going to. Look, take your time here if you're thinking of travel. And also, and look into it, because, the financial side of things, I'm just being told by Spirit not to forget about insurance. Make sure that you get enough insurance. Now, a lot of people, Scorpio, they hate paying insurance, especially when they travel, because they think, oh, what a rip-off. But I'll tell you what, you talk to somebody that's had an accident overseas and they had good insurance, and they'll tell you, God, thank God I had it. I recently knew somebody who had a nasty fall and spent their whole holiday in hospital, 3 weeks. Cost $30,000, and luckily their insurance covered it. So there you go. Terrible to have their holiday ruined, but they had the insurance. So look into that, won't you? Make sure you've got your insurance. Spirit is just saying here, if you are booking a holiday, because we do have we do have overseas travel. the plane, and we also have finances around that as well. So, and in relation to love, if there's somebody new come in your life, then don't be frightened to take that leap of faith. Also, I think this could also be about things happening pretty fast that throw you off a bit. So, things just, wow, he or she's too quick. They want everything. They're expecting too much of me. And this is just a case of you, explaining yourself, and not being afraid to ask somebody to step back a little bit and give you time to breathe. That makes sense too, doesn't it, for a Scorpio? So let's have a look and see what we've got here. The goddess of sacred power. Oh, wow. This is a lovely message. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. Scorpio, the goddess of sacred power. What a beautiful message. And I opened the book and there she was. Okay, Scorpio, we have this. This is the time to let go of what you think is logical and trust your feelings. What is it that you would truly love to do or experience at this point in your life? Imagine if you could do anything, what would it be? I'd get on a plane and go to Paris. That's what it would be. The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. This is because your heart holds your true essence, Scorpio. It is the gateway to your soul, whereas the mind dwells more within fear, which often prevents us from fulfilling our true potential now. That's this. We mustn't let fear step in. We mustn't let fear keep us awake at night, or worry keep us awake, because it doesn't do any good. It only makes us tired. So, all is possible when what you choose to do and experience aligns with your heartfelt purpose and dream. So just trust your feelings. Start to keep a journal in which you express and explore all it is you would truly love to be, have, and do in life. Do this lovingly and honestly, and you will be gently guided along your sacred path. That's very much like a goal board, isn't it? Where you write things down, and the things that you want to, future board, whatever they call them, manifestation board. Well, look, today is the 8th of the 8th, the manifestation, the Lion's Gate. Tomorrow is a full moon. This is the day you're going to receive this message. And I've always believed in. I'm a huge believer and action taker on manifestation. And I never ever doubt that I will get what I want and what I dream about. And it's very, very rare that I've ever not got it. So, and it's because when you dream about something you really want, when you think about it in a wonderful, imaginative way, in a happy, imaginative way, that's what you're actually creating, your thoughts. So, I just said to you that, Paris, well, that's my dream. That's one of my dreams. The top of my bucket list is to go to France. And not just for a week, but to go to France for 3 months and do some traveling all around. I want to see all of France. And that's something that my husband and I are always talking about. And I don't even worry about how I'm going to do it. I just believe that I'm going to do it, and I dream about it. And we watch videos. We watch on YouTube, La Frenchies and a few other people who do videos on Paris, and we dream about it. And when we're ready, we'll make notes and get in touch with these people so we don't miss anything and we see everything. And that's something I'm always thinking about. Every week, though, I would think about it. I would think about it quite a lot. The minute I saw that card, that's the first thing that came in my mind. So I focus on things that I really passionately want in a really exciting way with imagination. And that's how you bring in abundance. That's how you create abundance, everyone. So I hope this reading has resonated with you, Scorpio. Remember to check your rising, sun, moon, and rising. This is Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising, but check your rising, because your rising and your star sign, the two together, especially astrologically, really do give you the messages that you require to hear. Take care. I'd love to get a like from you if you'd like to do that. Let us know that this has resonated, or if you appreciate the messages we bring. A like always helps. Would you like to subscribe? If you leave a comment, I will reply to you. So, Scorpio, it's been great to be with you today. And this is interesting, isn't it? So the next time I catch up with you, I'll try and remember some of this, and maybe we can have a chat about. You can let me know. Can you let me know if this makes sense? And I will reply to you. So bye for now, Scorpio. I'll catch up with you again soon. Bye bye for now.